praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakadash, Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being the name of His only begotten Son, who they even call Jesus Christ. Now we're going to get into these prophecies that's being fulfilled in these last days. And this is what the prophets did out through all the kingdoms that the Lord was setting up. And this is the current kingdom He's setting up, and He's doing it through His prophets. Now this is Jeremiah 28:8. To back that statement up, it says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So the Lord always brought His prophets out to prophesy against these kingdoms. Now Yahushua, He gave this same analogy and this same order for His men to go out. He says, this is Matthew 22:9. It says, go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. That bid to the marriage means command to them or demand them to come to the marriage. He says, verse 10, so those servants went out into the highways and gathered together as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. So now, see, this is what He's preparing. He's preparing that wedding, you see. Now let's get another one in Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 21. Well, verse 20. It says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates. In the city she uttereth her word, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fools hate knowledge. See, because this is what people are rejecting. See, they're rejecting the knowledge of the prophets. So the Lord sending them into the highways, into the streets, to bid them to the marriage. And He's not bidding everybody to the marriage. Let's get that. That was in Matthew 22:10, where it says He gonna get the bad, gather the bad and the good. Let me go back to that. Matthew 22. He says, I'm gonna read 10 over again. It says, so those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment. So they all being called to this wedding, but when Yahushua come, He gonna expect everybody and see how their garment is looking. And that garment is their actions. See, because you can run your mouth all you want, but where's your actions in gathering His sheep? Like He told Peter, feed my sheep. Where's your evidence and your actions in feeding the sheep? Now, verse 14 give you the conclusion of the situation. It says, for many are called, but few are chosen. So only a few is going to be chosen due to their actions. When you go to Matthew, this is Matthew, what is this, 7. around about the 13th verse. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go thereat. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. See, only a few is gonna find that path. Now, where is it? So now, then he goes into the false prophet, because it's gonna be some that is called to that path, but their action is not gonna show. He says, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep clothing, but inwardly they are ravaging wolves. He says, ye know, you shall know of them by their fruits. See, what is the fruits? It's not no somebody running their mouth talking about they believe in something. See, it's about your action. Your action is going to be weighed, and this is what Yahweh is saying in 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 3. It says, talk no more so exceedingly proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. See, actions are weighed. The Lord is weighing action. He's not weighing people running their mouth, just talking about what they believe in. See, it's bigger than what you believe in, it's what you're doing. But most people thinking that, if I just believe in this certain thing, then the Lord gonna respect it. No, he don't respect. You just believe in something, man. You gotta have the fruits. You gotta have the action. Now let me get another one of those actions where he told his servants, the prophets, what they would come and do. This is Isaiah 58 and 1. It says, cry aloud, spare not, lift up your voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sin. So the house of Jacob is the one that the Lord is focusing on. And he's telling his people, go into the highways and the byways and prophesy unto them, see, and tell them what's going to come to pass. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 11. It says, and go get thee to them of the captivity. See, who is in captivity? Under somebody else's government, talking about no justice, no peace. See, talking about this atrocity that happened to their people. It says, and go get thee unto them of the captivity, unto the children of your people, meaning your bloodline, your nation, your race, and speak unto them and tell them, thus says the Lord God, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. See, because he know they stiff-necked. In those verses above that, he say they hard-headed and stiff-necked. They don't want to listen. So them seeing you is going to be a big thing. Jump down to verse 17. He says in verse 17, he says, Son of man, I have made you a watchman unto the house of Israel. See, not to the whole world. Made you a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. See, we got to come out and give warning to the people that nuclear fire is coming to America. See, nuclear missiles is going to blow this place up, man. That's why they can make all these movies about a nuclear holocaust. That's why Putin on the TV talking about he finna blow America up. See, showing off his missile. I like somebody, they got a national television and they cocking back their pistol and loading it up. Saying, I'm finna come and shoot up the whole place. See, when they have a bomb threat, they shut down the whole school. Everybody got to get out. They got a bomb threat. See, but see, it's somebody threatening America, and the Lord threatening America, and then, these people don't want to listen. He says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. So the Lord is saying, sending out his men to give warning to the people, to tell them America is finna be destroyed. And they got to get right with the Lord. Let's get what? First Peter, Second Peter. Second Peter 3.
Go down! Go down!
Okay, Second Peter 3 and 10. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. So what is that great noise that's going to come to Babylon? What's going to be that great noise? It's not going to be no trumpet. See, it's not going to be bass and somebody trump. It's not going to be some woman screaming. See, it's not going to be some kind of animal making a noise. It says, and the heavens shall pass away with the great noise. So now, this is going to be in the sky. This is something that's going to be in the sky, and it's going to be a great noise in the sky. It's going to describe it. It says, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So now, it's going to be a great noise in the sky, and the elements is going to melt. See, it's going to be fire. What melts fire? I mean, what causes things to melt? Fire. It says, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? So what kind of fruits are you going to have, knowing that this place is finna get blowed up and destroyed with nuclear missiles, hypersonic nuclear missiles coming from Russia going 4,000 miles per hour. See, that'll make it to your house in 30 minutes. See, once you hit that button, in 30 minutes you get to your house to 4,000 miles per hour. That's how, well, you can say an hour, but when those missiles are shot up, they're going to have to come down because he's going to shoot them up. And then when they come down, they're going to be going faster than 4,000 miles per hour. So they're going to make it to your house in 30 minutes. Because Russia is 4,000 miles away. Now when you go into, he said when he going to shoot the missiles up and then they going to come down. That's Isaiah 34. Isaiah 34. And I'm going to start with verse 2 to get the context. It says, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. So how is he going to destroy these armies? How is these armies going to be fighting each other? How is these armies going to be battling each other? Real quick, let's get Isaiah 9. Isaiah 9 and 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. See, it ain't gonna be a bunch of people with swords and shields, or they with guns, man. They're not using guns. They're using major nuclear missiles. And they showing you they hypersonic nuclear missile every day on the news. And the TV ain't the freaking news. That TV is an old situation. The internet is the news. The internet is the TV. And mainly YouTube. YouTube is cable TV. See, they transformed that crap long time ago, man. Now let's go back to Isaiah 34. Isaiah 34, starting at verse 4, to bring out what Peter was saying. See, Apostle Peter, the head of the church, the head of the disciples and the apostles, he described this nuclear holocaust. But he was getting it or matching the prophecy in Isaiah. This is Isaiah 34 and 4. It say, all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. You see? That's what Peter said. And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down. So in the heavens, there's going to be all kind of stuff going on. He says, as the leaf fall off from the vine, and as the fig fall from the fig tree. So like leaves falling off of a tree, or like figs falling off of a tree. That's how these nuclear missiles, when Putin shoot the missile up, it's gonna come down and blow this place into smithereens, man. That's what the next verse says. He said, this is Isaiah 34 and 5, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. So that's why Peter said the heaven's gonna be dissolved, and then it's gonna turn into fervent heat. He says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. Now that's what Jeremiah was saying, that it's going to be war on these great kingdoms. And America is the great kingdom. This is who is running the EU, the European Union, who also has the NATO, see? And NATO is just the army of the European Union. But America is running that whole situation. That's why everybody want to join the union, hoping that America come help them. But the best example is with Ukraine. See, the Ukrainians, they don't got weapons and all this kind of stuff. So Russia kicking they behind, and they want to join the NATO and the EU, so now America can come help them. So this is why he's saying Idumea, because Idumea is the main thing, but the next verse is going to tell you about America. It says, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. So the main thing is the nation that it's going to come down on is going to be ran by the Idumea or the Edomites. Verse 6, it says, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidney of rams. For the Lord have a sacrifice in Bozrah. So Bozrah is Babylon the Great America, because this is the throne of the Edomites. This is the main city, the capital of the Edomites. They running everything out of America. This they cash cow, where they make all their money and produce all their money. See, this is where the military, through the Pentagon and the military industrial complex, this is where everything is coming out of. He says, for the Lord have a great sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. See, those nuclear missiles is going to cause a great slaughter. Those nuclear missiles is going to blow this place up, man. Putin got the Iranians on his team. He got the North Koreans on his team. He got the Chinese, the Indians. They going to be on his team. And then the whole NATO gonna switch out on America and join Russia. So the people that America got on their team, they not gonna stay on the team. They gonna be transferred to Russia, man. Russia gonna threaten them, and they gonna say, okay, Russia, we'll do whatever you want, and forget America, because they not gonna help us anyway. Okay. So let's get Jeremiah and look at this coalition. This coalition that Russia got, man. You know what? Let me get Jeremiah 50 first. This Jeremiah 50 and verse 9. It says, well, let me get verse 1 to get to talk about who it's talking about. This Jeremiah 50 and 1, it says, the word of the Lord spake against, the word that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by the Jeremiah the prophet. Okay. So now you jump down to verse 9. It says, for lo, meaning look, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as the mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. So Jeremiah, through the prophet the prophet Jeremiah, he's prophesying against Babylon. He's saying Babylon, that great kingdom, see, is going to be destroyed, and a great assembly of nations is going to come after them. And they're going to be shooting arrows at this place. It says, she shall be taken, their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man, and none shall return in vain. You jump down to 14. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows. So they're going to be shooting arrows. And the prophet wasn't seeing no bow and arrow. He was seeing a nuclear missile get shot off in a missile hollow, come down and blow this place up, man. That's what he was seeing. Now, the next chapter got another one. This is Jeremiah 51, the next chapter. Now, 49 tell you that it's talking about Idumea, because the whole chapter is going into Idumea, and he's saying exactly what he's saying to Babylon. He's just giving you a parallel. First he said it to the Edomite, then he restated it to Babylon. Because let's go into what is it, 11? Yeah, let's get 11, then jump down. This is Jeremiah 51 and 11. It says, make bright the arrows, gather the shield. See, that's the nuclear missiles and the defense for other people's missiles. It says, the Lord have raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon. And that device is those missiles. He says, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. Okay, then I'm gonna jump down to verse, let's see here, 25, because it's letting you know that it's talking about a kingdom. This Babylon is talking about a kingdom. This is Verse 25 of Jeremiah 51. Say, behold, I am against you, O destroying mountain, says the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon you and roll you down from the rocks. I will make you a burnt mountain. So this mountain that's destroying the whole earth is not a mountain that can do that. A government that's destroying the whole earth. A nation of people that's destroying the whole earth. And he gonna burn they behind up. See, these arrows is gonna have fire. It be dealing with fire. These not arrows that's gonna pierce somebody and make them bleed out. This is an arrow that's dealing with fire. It's gonna burn they behind up. Verse 20, let's see here. I want get those arrows. Oh, but I'm past it. Now I might be trying to go back to yeah, let me go back to 50. There's a verse I wanted out of 50. We read in 50, we read 9 and 14. Now I'm gonna jump down. This is Jeremiah 50. Jump down to verse 42. Now 40 talks about Sodom and Gomorrah. See, those arrows is gonna be like when he burn up Sodom and Gomorrah. They're not gonna be piercing people and making them bleed out. They're gonna be burning they behind up like Sodom and Gomorrah was burned up. Now 42 of Jeremiah 50, it says, they shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses. Every one put in array, like a man to the battle, against you, O daughter of Babylon. See, now, just letting you know, it's not talking about ancient Babylon. It's talking about the daughter of Babylon. See, and these arrows and these people holding the bow and the lance, they not shooting no freaking bow and arrow. See, like with the Indians with a, what you call it, forget they call it the tip of the arrow. With any kind of tip, a little small arrow that you hold in your hand. This is something you can't hold in your hand. This is something you got to shoot with a machine. It says, they shall hold the bow in the land. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, every one put in array like a man to the battle. So it's not going to be a man riding on a horse. But it's saying this is going to be like a man in a battle, but they're going to be riding on the horses, but they not no men. See, it's not going to be a bunch of men with bow and arrows in their hand. The missiles is going to be riding like a man on a horse. It says, like a man to the battle against you, O daughter of Babylon. So this is what these people trying to say, oh, that's talking about ancient Babylon. No, it's not. Ancient Babylon was not burned up with fire. Nobody was shooting missiles at no ancient Babylon or any kind of fireballs and blowing up Babylon. They went in there, killed and beat up whoever they wanted to kill and beat up, took over the land, told the Israelites to take their behind back to Jerusalem, man. Now let's go to, let's see here, let's go to Revelation. The Revelation talks about it, and it show how NATO is going to trade on America. This is Revelation 17 and 16. It talks about NATO. Let me get 12. It says, and the 10 horns which you saw are 10 kings. That's talking about the European Union and NATO. They're the 10 kings that's running the earth right now. And who they following America and teamed up with America to control the earth. Now let's jump down to 16. Let's talk more about these 10 kings. It says, and the 10 horns which you saw upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. So the whore is America, Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, and the 10 kings is gonna hate this whore. See, they gonna switch out on America. They gonna say, Putin trying to say he gonna blow us up, and we stay on your team, and you ain't gonna protect us. So we finna join America. I mean, we finna join Putin. We finna join Putin and China and all these other people. We not dealing with America. It says, these shall hate the whore and make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. See, Putin already did a major move with that BRICS dollar. See, where they combining their money together and they gold together to come against the American dollar that's controlling the whole world, that's dominating the earth. This verse 18 to get more clarity. It says, and the woman which you saw is that great city. See, that whore is that great city, America, which reign over the kings of the earth. America is the reigning king. That American dollar is the reigning king. Nothing is greater than that American dollar. So anybody running their mouth about a Vatican and a Babylon, and who else they say in Israel, nobody is dominating that dollar, dominating the dollar. The euro and the pound, they not on the level of the dollar. They can have more value, but you're not on that level where everybody trusts the dollar more than anything. You might take them a euro and a pound, they look at you crazy. Say, man, where's the dollar? We want the dollar. Now 16 is going to describe that nuclear holocaust in vivid detail. It's Revelation chapter 16, starting at verse 18. It says, and there were voices and thunders and lightning, and there was a great earthquake. So what's causing this great earthquake? Like Apostle Peter said, it's going to be an earthquake. Something is going to blow up in the heavens and set the heavens on fire and melt the elements. And it's going to be a great loud noise when it happens. What is going to be this operation? Or what's going to cause it? He says, it was a great earthquake as was not since men were upon the earth. So mighty an earthquake and so great. So you can't compare this to no other time. This is going to outdo all the other earthquakes, because all these nations on the east of the world, the east side of the world, is going to shoot missiles over here. It says, and the great city, see, that's who they shooting the missiles at, the great city of America. It says, was divided into 3 parts. See, this great city is going to be divided. They're not going to all shoot at the Vatican. Who in the world will believe some mess like that? Why would everybody be shooting at the Vatican or Israel or whatever other place they're trying to save? Nobody's trying to shoot at them people, man. It says, and the great city was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell. So this is just another city. There's other nations that got cities like America. See, there's other continents that got countries like America. What you got? Nigeria got 300 million people in it. So America ain't the only country that got 300 million people. See? But Nigeria ain't got nothing on America. Nobody care about the Naira. See? Nobody care about the Nigerian currency. They barely even know what it is. See, I want $1 billion naira. They don't say, what you say? But you go to Nigeria and you say, I want $10. They gonna know exactly what you talking about. $10, yes. Where? You got American money? See, you say that to a Negro in the project or some redneck in the country. See, they not gonna know what you talking about, man. What is he talking about? A naira? Yeah, I want 10 billion naira for that car. They gonna say what? Cause Nigeria ain't got no kind of money, and they ain't got no kind of power in the world. Clinton and all these people done went over there and used they behind up anyhow. Now it says that this is Revelation 16 and 19. The great city was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell. So it's comparing Babylon to other places. See, it's not no like the Jehovah Wickedness say, oh, it's a conglomerate of religion. Babylon is a conglomerate of false religion. They trying to say it's a bunch of false religions. See, that's gonna be destroyed, and they the true religion, and Babylon is all the false religion. Say you a religion lie. It says, and the great Babylon came in remembrance before God to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. It says, and every island fell away, and the mountains were not found. See, it wasn't just those other cities. Say these islands was gonna be blown up. This is a place. This is not no religion. You done named about 3 places in here already. It named the cities of the nations. First of all, named Babylon. Named the cities of the nations. Then it named the islands, and then it named the mountains. So what are they talking about? Freaking conglomerate of false religion. Shut up. Verse 21, it says, and there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven. When you see a hail rain, that's a bunch of snowballs coming out the sky. So ain't no freaking somebody talking about a religion, man. This is something coming out the sky. Say every stone about the weight of a talent. See, and men blaspheme God because of the plague of the hail. See, what they gonna curse out God because they destroying the false religion? Come on, man. For the plague thereof was exceedingly great. See, nobody care about these false religions being destroyed. They're not gonna be caring, man. Oh, they gonna burn up. Everybody got mad at false religion and then burn up all the churches. You know, burn up lives. It don't match the scriptures, and if you think it matches, you just need some reading lessons. You need to go back to school and learn how to read. Let's get some more on these missiles gonna blow this place up. This is Malachi 4:1. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yeah, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, says the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So it's gonna be burning these peoples up, man. Cause Russia gonna be shooting missiles from left to right. You got the UK and all these other European countries got missiles. Iranians, the North Koreans, the Chinaman, they gonna be shooting all kind of missiles at this place. Now let's see here. Get another big one. Let's see here. Zechariah 14:12. Now it said that plague in Revelation 16:21 said it was like a great plague. Let's see what the plague is talking about. Zechariah 14:12. It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Now Jerusalem is a people before a place. See, before it was Jerusalem, you had Jacob and his children. They was in the wilderness and they got promised to have a promised land, and they went to that promised land and built a temple. King Solomon built the temple. See, and then Jerusalem became a place. But before that, it was a bunch of Hamites and Canaanites dwelling in the place. So it ain't got nothing to do with the place, it was about the people. It says, their flesh, he said, he shall smite, meaning kill all the people that fought against Jerusalem, meaning fought against the Israelites in Babylon the Great America. Because this is the place that's going to get blowed up. This is where the lake of fire is going to be. So people that fought against the Negroes, the Hispanics and Native Americans who hung them on trees. See, more Mexicans hung on trees than anybody, man. Hung them on trees, fed them to alligators. See, rape the women anytime they want. The women can't report nothing. What she gonna go to a redneck police department and say, hey, police, they got our Master Charlie down there, took my virginity. See, it says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. What can cause your flesh and blood, see, to fall off of your bones, man? You standing up, walking around, and all of your flesh just come off of your body. That's a freaking nuclear bomb. It says, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. See, while they running their mouth, the tongue gonna be consumed away. That's how hot that fire gonna be. Let's get some more on that fire. And those bombs coming. Let me get Judges, is it 5 and 11, I think? Yep, Judges 5 and 11. It says, they that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water. So where's the noise of the archers? That's that great noise Apostle Paul was talking about. I mean, Apostle Peter. See, he was talking about a great noise in the heavens. And then those archers is what Jeremiah 50 was talking about. That those are people shooting arrows. See, the ones that's holding the lance and the bow, or the bow and the lance. These people gonna be shooting arrows that's gonna make a place get destroyed like Sodom and Gomorrah. Come on, man. It says, they that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord. So this is what he's talking about. And that's go back to that action. Your action is going to be weighed. Not you running your mouth. See, it's going to be about what you doing. What manner of person ought you to be, like Apostle Peter said. All right, let's get some more on these missiles. He got these missiles all through the Bible, man. Let's see. Let's get 2nd Esdras. 2nd Esdras 16, verse 1. It says, woe be unto you, Babylon and Asia. Now you see, this place is so linked up with the Chinaman. These Edomites and the Chinaman, the Moabites, they clicked up heavy. They not on the level of Russia the connection between them and Russia, but Russia is Edom, the Edomites too. It says, woe be unto you, Egypt and Syria. Now, the main part is Babylon. Verse 7, he says, may one turn away the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. See, this is the archer. The archer and the arrow is all linked together. This is what Judges 5 and 11 is talking about. See, in these last days, that lake of fire is going to be created by these nuclear missiles. He says, verse 8, the mighty Lord shall send the plagues. See, the plagues that's going to have flesh falling off of the bone, the tongue and the eyeballs being burned up and disintegrated. It says the mighty Lord the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that can quench it? Jump down to verse 11. Say the Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. See, because when those missiles hit, the flesh and their tongue and their mouth, the eyeball, they just gonna turn into ash, man. Like the lady on Terminator, she holding on to the fence, and the bomb hit, boom, she on the fence, burning on fire. See, and she just turned into bone. The skeleton holding on to the fence still. See, the flesh and the eyeballs, the tongue, everything gone. See, the skeleton holding on to the fence. Because that's how it's going to happen when these nuclear missiles blow this place up. It said, the earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof, and the sea rises up with waves from the deep. The waves of it are troubled, the fishes thereof also, before the Lord and before the glory of his power. See, he's going to be blowing this place up. 13, it say, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. There go that bow again. His arrows that he shoot are sharp. They shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. See, nobody can shoot a bow and arrow and it go to China. It go to Australia. No, that's talking about a nuclear missile in a big silo. He gonna come up out the ground and blow somebody behind up, man. Talking about a bow. It's not no bow and arrow. So it makes sense out the operation. Now I'm gonna jump back over. Now let me get 16. It says, this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 16. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. So this plague that's gonna make their flesh fall off the bone, and their tongue and their eyeballs dissolve in their places. See, make everything disintegrate. The only thing might be left is the bone. See, that's a nuclear missile gonna blow this place up. I'm gonna jump back over. This is 2nd Ezra 15, starting at verse 10. It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land. So just like when we was in Egypt in slavery, it's gonna be like we are here in Babylon the Great America. See, he gonna deliver us from this place because he finna destroy this land. he gonna bring these nuclear missiles over here to destroy this place. This is what Joel was talking about. Joel chapter 3, starting at verse 2. Well, let's start at verse 1 to get the context. It says, "For behold, in those days, and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them for my people, and for my heritage, Israel." See, this is what he's trying to do. He's trying to deliver us from Egypt, from the house of bondage, from the captivity. This is why he's sending his men out to go talk to those of the captivity, the children of your people that's in slavery under the white man. See, go warn them and tell them that this place is finna be destroyed. He finna deliver us out of this place. This is what the world war is all about. He says, who they have scattered among the nations. How do they do that? On a bunch of slave ships. See, you got slave ships coming from every direction, man. Trying to go to the west coast of Africa and bring these Negroes over here. And then they were taking the Indians back over there to Europe. They was taking the Puerto Ricans back over there to Europe. See, it wasn't just the Negroes coming over here. It was taking the natives over here back on that side of the world. It says, they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. That's why you got the small hats fighting against them Palestinians over there. Because that land been parted for a long time. Verse 3, it says, they have cast lots for my people. So they're going to cast lots for the Israelites. It says, they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot. So during slavery, you had a bunch of people with a freaking plantation with these little boys, and they selling them to another plantation owner, to some pedophile. So they didn't have to worry about human trafficking laws. They didn't have to worry about a pedophile ring getting exposed. See, nobody was exposing nobody. They didn't even have a freaking police station, man. It says, they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. So this is why he causing this war to go on. And let's get it out of his own mouth. When it says he's going to gather all nations, what is he talking about? Verse 11, it says, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen. See, non-Israelite. This is who the heathen is. And gather yourselves together round about, thither cause your mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So the Israelites is not going to be in somebody's military, see, trying to fight for their oppressors. They going to understand that I'm an Israelite, and the Lord finna come and destroy their behind and cause them to kill each other. See, cause them to shoot missiles at each other and blow the opposition up. It says in verse 14, jump down to Joel 3 and 14. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. See, that's where he gonna make a decision about the slavery of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. this is where the decision is going to be set forth. And who is these people that he going to be judging mainly? Jump down to verse 19. It says, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. So he's saying that the Edomites have been destroying and killing the Israelites, especially Judah. Now when you go into over there, Joel, talking about the judgment. Yeah, the main person that the Lord is focusing on is the Edomites. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 9. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Jacob is going to be the ruler after these people's kingdoms is falling. The kings of this earth, they going to fall. And Jacob is going to rise up. Not the Chinaman, not the Moabites, not the Japanese, the Ammonites, see? Not the East Indians or the Arabs. It's going to be the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American descendants of slaves, the ones that's in slavery and servitude to the rest of the world. They going to rise up and take over the kingdom. Let me see if I can find out when Zechariah 7, no, Zechariah, oh, it's 9 and 13, I think. Yeah, 9 and 13. It says, when I have bent Judah for me, fill the bowl with Ephraim. Judah is the southern kingdom, and Ephraim is the northern kingdom. Say, when I have bent Judah for me, fill the bowl with Ephraim, and raise up your sons, O Zion, against your sons, O Greece, and made you as the sword of a mighty man. So they're going to be battling these Edomites. Now we can go into Ezekiel 25 and 14. It says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom. It says, by the hand of my people Israel. Let's say that again. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom, and by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, says the Lord God. So he gonna get the Israelites to battle these Edomites and destroy their behind. And it's gonna be his vengeance on them. This is what Joel 3 is all about. This is what Joel 3 is all about. Let's get King David. This is Psalm 149. I'm going to get right to the point. Verse 6, it says, let the high praises of God be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. Dishonor have all his saints. So he's going to give the honor to the Israelites to defeat their slave master. this is the reason that's in Daniel 2:44. It talks about it's gonna be, he gonna set up a kingdom that's gonna never be destroyed, but breaking to pieces all these other kingdoms. See, they're gonna be breaking into pieces the other kingdoms to take over the kingdom. He says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Now this is what Ezekiel 37 is talking about too. What is it, verse 10? Yeah, verse 10 and 11. It says, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet as an exceedingly great army. Who is the army? He says, then he said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. So the Israelites is going to stand up a great army. It's not going to be no heathens involved. Not going to be some Christian church. It's not going to be the angels fighting the demons. This is talking about the Israelites going to be an exceedingly great army to take over the kingdom. And let's get at Daniel 2:44. I keep quoting it. Daniel 2:44, it says, in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom. See, that's why they call it the kingdom of heaven, because God gonna set it up, which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people. See, it's not gonna be left to some heathen. It's not gonna be left to a Christian church. See, it's gonna be given to the Israelites. The saints of the Most High is gonna take that kingdom and rule over the earth. And they're gonna break in pieces all these other kingdoms. What's that, Jeremiah? Jeremiah 51 talks about that. After Babylon is destroyed, the Israelites gonna take the kingdom, man. It says thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. See, they're gonna be battling these Edomites. It says, for with you will I break in pieces the nations, and with you will I destroy kingdoms. See, he gonna be giving the Israelite power to destroy all these other kingdoms and all these other nations who had them in slavery, had them in servitude. Zechariah chapter 12. And I say he's going to give them power to defeat these other kingdoms. This is Zechariah 12 and 8 is saying, in that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as God, as the angel of the Lord before them. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem. So all these nations been coming against Jerusalem. And he gonna give the feeble slaves, he gonna give them power to destroy this man. He gonna give them power to defeat their slave master and oppressors. This is what the scriptures is about. Now, let's get another one, because it's all through the Bible. This is Isaiah 60 and 14. It says, the sons also of them that afflicted you shall come bending unto you, and all they that despise you shall bow themselves down at the soles of your feet. And they shall call you the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Whereas you have been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through you, I will make you an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations. See, we was hated as a bunch of slaves, but now he's gonna give us the power to take over the whole world. See, and it's gonna be an eternal takeover. It's not gonna be some fly-by-night operation. This Isaiah 61, this is what Yahweh pulled on the Sabbath day. I'm going to read verse 3 to get who he's talking to. He says, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion. So Zion is the one that's in mourning. He's not talking about anybody that's mourning. He's talking about the ones in Zion. Verse 4, it says, and they shall build the old wastes, and they shall raise up the former desolation, and they shall repair the waste cities, and the desolation of many generations. Okay. So they're gonna be rebuilding their cities. They're gonna be rebuilding their kingdom. And I'm gonna jump back over to Isaiah 60 and 10. It says, the sons of strangers shall build up your walls, and their kings shall minister unto you. For in my wrath I smote you, but in my favor I had mercy on you. So he smote us and threw our behind into slavery. See, and now he's gonna give us power to put these kings in chains. He says, verse 11, therefore your gates shall be open continuously, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto you the forces of the Gentiles. See, there ain't no Gentiles joining a Christian church doing anything. He says, and that their kings might be brought. So it's giving you the scenario. The Israelites gonna be taking over, and the Gentiles is gonna be giving up all their stuff. See, getting their kings thrown in chains. Not gonna be no Christian church nowhere, man. He says, verse 12, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve you shall perish. See, if you don't want to be a slave to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're gonna be killed. See, ain't gonna be no Christian church. Say, ye, those nations shall be utterly wasted. So where is he coming from talking about a Christian church, man? This Bible ain't got nothing to do with the Jehovah wickedness of no Christian church or Muslim mosque. Nothing to do with it. This is all about the children of Israel who went into slavery. Let's get Isaiah 14. It says, Isaiah 14 and 2, it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captive, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give you rest from your sorrow. See, they'll read that Revelation 21 and 4, talking about the Lord is going to wipe out all tears from their eyes. It's not talking about everybody's eyes. It's talking about the slave's eyes. That's who he's going to wipe out the tears of, because nobody want to be a slave under their stinking slave master. Nobody want to work for a red dragon. It says, the Lord shall give you rest from your sorrow and your fear, and from the hard bondage wherein you were made to serve. See, everybody in the world, no Christian church is made to serve anything. A Muslim mosque is not made to serve nobody. Only a Negro in the projects and a Hispanic and a Native American is serving the so-called white man. That's the only servitude that's going on. See, the East Indian ain't serving no white man. He got his own country and military. The Arab ain't doing it. He got his own country and military. The Chinaman ain't doing it. The African ain't doing it. See, only these Negroes in America is doing it, and the Hispanics and Native Americans. Now, let's see here. Revelation, chapter 2, verse 26. It says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nation. What he gonna do with that power? And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. That's when you got a big scepter and you finna rule over somebody. You finna be their master. It says, as the vessels of a powder shall they be broken. See, he gonna break they behind with that scepter. They just ain't gonna be, I'm gonna be the ruler and I'm gonna be nice to everybody. No, I'm gonna break your head. Then, get Revelation 13 and 10. This is what the whole faith supposed to be. For anybody reading this book, if you reading the Bible, your faith supposed to be all about slavery. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. And if anybody was in slavery, see, or anybody that's know about slavery, see, this is what the faith of the saints is all about. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. See, the faith of the saints ain't calling on no name, talking about what you believe in your little funky mind. The faith of the saints is, was my granddaddy a slave? Was my daddy a slave? Was my great-great-granddaddy a slave? That's what the faith of the saints is, man. Ain't got nothing to do with no funky behind religion. See, this Bible is all about slavery. And our foreparents was trying to give us the information. They had to put it down in a code. See, that's why he said, I'm going to speak to them in a parable. I just can't come out and say, hey, man, we slaves. They did it. But they didn't make it plain like these people want them to make it. And they try to describe to people the best way they can. They come out red. See, they the ones gonna have you behind in slavery. See, they red. I don't know what else to tell you. Their name is Edom, that means red. They're a red nation. They don't got dark skin. They red. We don't know what else to tell you. So they gonna call themselves whatever. See, they call themselves pink, white, Caucasian. They call themselves European. They call themselves all kind of stuff. See, that's the only thing I know to tell you, that they red. Now let's see here. Now the Apostle Paul, he said the same thing pretty much. They got to be revealed before anything pop off. See, all I know is the prophets were talking about it, somebody trying to hide, and there's a major war going on between this red nation and our nation. See, and this is what the whole situation is about. The red nation gonna enslave us, then we gonna enslave the red nation. It says, this 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, verse 3, it said, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except they come a falling away first. That means the Israelites is going to fall away from their land, their identity, and everything. It says, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. He's the son of perdition, meaning the son that destroyed your behind. The son that destroyed the earth. He destroyed the animals, the air, the water, the land, the plants, and he destroyed your nation. He destroyed the Israelites. He destroyed the knowledge of God. He the son of destruction. Verse 8, it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed. Now, who was the wicked in the Old Testament? Malachi 1 and 4. Who was the wicked? Let's get the whole thing at verse 3. It says, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountain and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus says the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them, see the whole nation of Edom, the border of wickedness. And the people, the whole nation, not just one person, against who the Lord have indignation forever. See, he's not going to not like them. He's going to hate them for a little bit. Then he's going to like them after a while. They join the Christian church. Oh, you know what? They joined the Christian church, so I think I like them now. No. He's going to hate them behind forever. And he's going to be warring with them forever. What was that? Exodus 17 and 16. This one of the most important verses, man. Not outside of that, he hate the people that he gonna war with they behind. It says, get right to the point, verse 17. Exodus 17 and 14. It says, the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book. It says, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. See, rehearse it in the ears of Yahushua and his men that's going to listen and follow his lead. For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. And Moses built an altar and called it the name of it Yahweh Nisi. For he said, because the Lord have sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. That's what the war is going on in Revelation 12 and 17. This is Amalek. That's who the dragon is. That's who the red dragon is. That's who the so-called white man is. Amalek. It says, this is Revelation 12 and 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. See, when they came out of Egypt, you had the Edomites sitting there waiting on them. See? And the same situation is going on in these last days. They're going to come down with great wrath with their technology, with their, their military operations. They're going to come down with great wrath on the children of Israel. Because the Lord said he's going to have war with them forever, man. This ain't going to be no, that was back in the Bible days, and they got exterminated already. They don't exist anymore. No. The whole Roman Greek Empire was the so-called white man, and they are that red nation. See, there ain't no such thing as a white man. Nobody is white. That's just a name somebody made up. Ain't no such thing as a black man. Nobody is black. It's a bunch of names that folks make up and keep regurgitating, knowing that the devil made it. See? Knowing that a bunch of rednecks with straw and tobacco in their mouth made up a stupid name calling somebody a color. See? You want to keep listening and keep regurgitating their crap. A bunch of ignorant fools, man, drinking liquor. They drunk more liquor than anybody, man. 7 gallons of liquor a day. People drinking liquor. You want to use their terminology, use their religion, see, using their philosophy. Oh, the germs is flying in the air. Man, don't you know he was back there in the 1800s making that crap up? Freaking germs. But you can't tell a Negro and a Hispanic nothing about their slave master. Because they love them and they envy him. They want to be just like him. This is Proverbs chapter 3 and 31. Proverbs chapter 3 and 31, it says, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Now, when the slaves were talking about master this and master that, that meant oppressor. When you go into the Hebrew, that meant oppressor. See, they weren't just saying master, they were saying oppressor. You going to tell the oppressor, ain't you? They weren't going to say master. See, a simpleton Negro would think they were saying master. Oh, they just making a slang word out of master. No, they were saying oppressor in Hebrew. See, they were speaking Hebrew on a cotton plantation. They weren't speaking Swahili. They weren't speaking some Nigerian crap. They were speaking Hebrew on the plantation. Master, the oppressor. See, let it be known. They want to be like they slave master, man. That's what they love him so much. It's Isaiah 30 and start with verse 2. It says, that want to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. See, this is his strength. He was strong and powerful. Let me put his spirit on me, and maybe I can be strong and powerful like the so-called white man. Let me do what he's doing, and I might can get what he got. See, that's the mentality of a Negro, man. Let me do what he did. Maybe if you do what he did, you might can get somewhere. You got to learn all his tricks. See, his tricks ain't get him nowhere, man. The Lord put him there. This man ain't got no magic tricks, man. The Lord put him there. It ain't about what he doing. You trying to mimic what he doing, thinking that's gonna help you. This is did I finish? No, I didn't finish. It says, want to go down to Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. See, they trust into their slave master. That's who they trusted, man. Trusting the red dragon. He says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. See, because when you realize that's what you're doing, you're going to be ashamed of it. Oh, you know what? I'm acting like the slave master that's beating my back end. That's working me can't see to can't see. Yeah, he working you from can't see to can't see, but you so much in love with the man and trust him so much. Hey, guess what? It's a flying bug flying around. Let me put this poison in your vein so you can be safe. Okay, master, I'll do whatever you say. See, and then you drop dead. But they won't listen to their own people. This is verse 10 of Isaiah 30. Which say unto the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Jump down to verse 12. Wherefore, thus says the Lord, thus say, wherefore, thus says the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. So that's what they do, man. They despise the word of the Lord and they trust their oppressor. They trust their slave master, man. You know the slave master said this and he said that. So you regurgitating everything this man said. So you can't find none of that before he said it. He said it first. So you can't act like it's coming out of your mouth. It's your original thought. That's not your original thought. You got that from your slave master. See, that doctrine was already there before you was even born. You just regurgitating what they done told you. I got free will. Yeah, he created that too. See? Free will wasn't here until he created it. But a simple-minded Negro. That's why he said the simple ones. Let me get that. No, that was in Proverbs chapter 1. I read that already. Let me read the Hosea. Hosea 4:6. It says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou have hated knowledge, I will also reject. No, because thou have rejected knowledge, I will also reject you. That you shall be no priest to me, seeing you have forgotten the law of your God, I will also forget your children. So this is what our people do, man. They're in Babylon the Great, and the Lord warning them, and they turning their shoulder and closing their ears because they don't want to hear the right thing. They want you to speak unto them smooth things and make them feel good because they effeminate. The whole nation is a bunch of effeminate men that they done fed white Jesus to. Now they're a bunch of effeminate little boys with what you call it, Oedipus complex. Look that one up. They little boys looking for mama or some woman to lead them down the road. But let's get this Revelations 11:8. It says, their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. So this great city, Babylon, America, it has the Israelites spiritually dead because they want to listen to their slave master. They spiritually dead in this place. It says, it says, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. So spiritually, this is Sodom and Egypt, and the Israelites is spiritually dead. Whereas our Lord was crucified. See, he was crucified spiritually. See? He was crucified spiritually. All right. Let me get verse 12. Talk about when those nukes come. How is the Israelites going to get out of this place since it's going to get blowed up? Verse 12, it says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. So before Babylon the Great is destroyed, the Israelites is going to be delivered. It says, in the same hour there was a great earthquake, and a 10th part of the city fell. There you go again. Part of the city fell, not the whole city. See, the whole city wasn't destroyed, so-called, in this one, even though the whole city gonna be destroyed. But it didn't say the whole city. It's trying to let you know that it's gonna be divided. It's trying to let you know that it's a city. It's not some freaking religion, man. It said, in the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake was slain of men 7,000. and the remnant were frightened and gave glory to the God of heaven. So the remnant is going to be only a remnant of the Israelites, the ones that want to listen to the prophets, the ones that want to hear the right things and follow the right thing. See, the ones that's understanding that the least commandments got to be followed. The least commandments got to be followed to the best of their ability if they're able to follow them. Now, all the commandments, you ain't able to follow all the commandments, because if you can't put no homosexual to death, you ain't able to follow all the commandments, because you can't put an adulterous woman to death. See, you can't put a person trying to tell you to go to a Christian church to death. You can't do it. So you can't follow that whole law because you can't kill nobody and give them the judgment of the law. You only can follow the stuff that you're able to follow the best of your ability. That's why we say the best of your ability, because if you're not able to follow that without taking your behind to jail, you can't follow it, man. You can't do that whole law. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Sun done went down. Let me get I want to get this Tobit. This is Tobit chapter 13, verse 3. It says, confess him before the Gentiles, ye children of Israel, for he hath scattered us among them. Okay. Okay, it's 14 and 5. Tobit 14 and 5. It says, and that again God will have mercy on them, and will bring them again into their land, and they shall build a temple, but not like the first, until the time of that age be fulfilled. And afterwards they shall return from all places of their captivity, and build up Jerusalem gloriously, and the house of God shall be built in it forever with a glorious building, as the prophets have spoken thereof. See, this is what the prophets were speaking about. It wasn't talking about no Christian church, Jehovah's Witness paradise with a bunch of Edomites ruling in the heavens over the earth. It wasn't talking about no Muslim and the Arabs and everybody getting along and anything about no freaking Islam. Talking about a nation of people that's going to go back to their homeland out of slavery. But I'm going to leave it there. Give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, double honor to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.